You see them in the halls of every anime high school. They're worried about their next exam, trying to fit in, and just struggling to get through the day. On the surface, they're just like everyone else. Utterly, completely ordinary. But don't let that act fool you. That quiet student in the back of the room? The goofy class clown? What if it's all a carefully constructed lie? What if behind that average face is a history so dark, it would make your blood run cold? Because every single one of them is hiding a secret, a shocking past, or a hidden power that, once it comes out, changes absolutely everything. Their normal life shatters in an instant. Today, we're counting down the top 10 anime characters who seem like ordinary students, until their past is revealed. Let's dive in. Number 10. Kicking off our list at number 10 is Arata Kaizaki, a guy who seems like your typical high schooler, mainly because he's trying really hard to be one. He's awkward, bombs his tests, and does his best to make a few friends. But here's the thing. Arata isn't 17. He's actually a 27-year-old unemployed dude whose adult life has completely stalled out. The big twist is that Arata is part of the real-life experiment. He's taken a pill that makes him look 10 years younger, giving him a shot at redoing his senior year of high school to hopefully fix whatever went wrong the first time around. His past isn't some ancient history, it's the very real adult trauma and burnout he's carrying with him every day. After witnessing a beloved senior colleague at his first job get bullied into suicide, and then quitting in disgust, Arata was blacklisted and crushed by guilt. Watching this old man try to survive teenage drama while hiding his true age from his new friends is what makes the show so compelling. He's not just a student, he's a man, desperate for a second chance. So this is Arata Kaizaki from Real Life. Number 9. At number 9, we've got Akatsuki Usawa, who transfers into a school for kids who have returned from magical other worlds. At first glance, he's a total slacker. He's laid back, a little pervy, and seems way more interested in teasing his classmates than actually using any powers. He acts like he's got nothing special to offer, which is a pretty bold move in a school full of magic users. Of course, it's all an act. Akatsuki's past is that of the rogue hero, a legendary warrior who single-handedly defeated the Demon King in another world called Alezard. He's not just another returnee, he's easily the most powerful person there, a master of energy control who can take down opponents without breaking a sweat. The lazy student routine is a carefully chosen mask. He came back to Earth to protect Miyu, the daughter of the same Demon King he defeated, forcing her to pretend to be his long-lost little sister. His goofy persona is the only way he can escape the burdens and expectations that come with being a legendary hero. So this is Akatsuki Usawa, from Aesthetica of a Rogue Hero. Number 8. Sliding in at number 8 is the quiet and polite exchange student Lee Sheng-shun. He's just a good-natured guy living in a cheap apartment, working part-time, and eating an absolutely insane amount of food. He seems totally harmless, maybe a little shy, but definitely an ordinary guy just trying to get by in a new city. Yeah, don't buy it for a second. Lee Sheng-shun is a complete fabrication. His real name is Hei, and he's the infamous contractor known as the Black Reaper. His past is a whirlwind of violence and espionage. Working as a top-tier assassin for a shadowy group called the Syndicate, his special ability lets him manipulate electricity, which he uses to execute his targets without a flicker of emotion. The contrast is jarring. The student who fumbles through social interactions versus the cold-blooded killer who operates with terrifying efficiency. This double life makes him one of the most fascinating characters with a hidden identity. He's not just studying for finals, he's carrying out deadly missions right under everyone's noses. So this is Hei from Darker Than Black. Number 7. At number 7 is Toru Honda, who is basically the definition of a sweet, kind, and impossibly optimistic high school girl. She's always got a smile on her face, is incredibly selfless, and works hard at her janitor job so she won't be a burden on anyone. She seems like a perfectly normal, if unusually polite, student. But behind that constant cheerfulness, Toru is hiding a heartbreaking amount of tragedy. When the series begins, she's secretly homeless and living in a tent after the recent death of her mother in a car accident. This happened years after her father died of illness when she was just a little girl. That past trauma and her desperate need to honor her mother's memory is what fuels her relentless kindness. Her ordinary school life is a fragile shield she's built to hide her deep-seated grief and loneliness, and it's this hidden pain that allows her to connect with the cursed Soma family on a profound level. So this is Toru Honda from Fruit Basket. Number 6. Now for our number 6 pick, the kind and unassuming college student, Kaota. He moves back to his hometown and seems like a perfectly normal, gentle guy. He's friendly, little forgetful, and ends up taking in a mysterious, childlike girl he names Miu after finding her on a beach. He's just trying to get his life started. But Kota's ordinary life is built on a foundation of deeply repressed trauma. His past is a literal nightmare he can't remember. It's eventually revealed that as a child, he watched his own father and sister get brutally murdered right in front of him. And the killer? It was Lucy, the very same person now living with him as her innocent, split personality, knew. This horrific event caused Kotas to develop dissociative amnesia, completely blocking out the tragedy and his childhood friendship with Lucy. His normal life is just a shell covering a core of forgotten horror that threatens to resurface at any moment. So this is Kota from Elfen Lied. Number 5? Coming in at number 5 is Ray White, the first ever commoner, or ordinary, to enroll at the prestigious Arnold Academy of Magic. He seems completely out of his depth, struggling with practical spells, and earning the scorn of his noble-born classmates who see him as a disgrace. He just looks like a normal guy who somehow got into an elite school by a fluke. But of course, that's just a front. Ray's apparent weakness is the most elaborate deception in the entire academy. His past is that of the legendary Iceblade Sorcerer, a war hero instrumental in ending the Far East War and one of the 7 most powerful sorcerers in the world. Having become a soldier as a war orphan, all he wants now is to experience the normal, peaceful school life he was denied. His struggles in class aren't from a lack of talent, but from the immense difficulty of holding back his world-class power to appear average. He's not a clumsy student, he's a living legend desperately trying to pretend he isn't. So this is Ray White from The Iceblade Sorcerer Shall Rule the World. Number 4. At number 4, we have Yuji Itadori, who starts out as a completely normal high school kid with frankly freakish physical strength. He's a friendly guy in the occult club, just hanging out with his friends and visiting his grandpa in the hospital. Besides being able to throw a shot put like a cannonball, his life is totally ordinary, and he has no clue that a world of curses even exists. That all changes in one night. To save his friends, Yuji does the unthinkable and eats a cursed object, a severed finger belonging to Ryomen Sukuna, the undisputed king of curses. That one act shatters his normal life. It reveals he's a 1 in a million vessel who can contain Sukuna's soul, and he's immediately thrown into the world of jujutsu sorcerers with a death sentence hanging over his head. His past wasn't something he lived through, but something that was forced on him in a single moment, turning him from a regular kid into the container for one of history's greatest evils. So this is Yuji Itadori from Jujutsu Kaisen. Number 3. Taking the number 3 spot is the absolute picture of a perfect student, Light Yagami. He's a certified genius at the top of his class, handsome, popular, and respected by everyone. He seems destined for a brilliant career in law enforcement, just like his dad. To the outside world, he's a model son and a future pillar of justice. Behind that flawless mask, however, lies a secret so dark it redefines his entire existence. Light is the anonymous mass murderer the world only knows as Kira. After finding the Death Note, a notebook from a death god that kills anyone whose name is written in it, he decides to purge the world of evil himself. His hidden life is that of a cold, calculating killer with a terrifying god complex. That straight-A student is just a cover for a master manipulator who believes he has the right to decide who lives and who dies, making his double life one of the most iconic in all of anime. So this is Light Yagami from Death Note. Number 2. At our number 2 spot is Yuichi Katagiri, a poor but seemingly righteous student who preaches that friendship is more important than money. He appears incredibly loyal to his friends, working multiple part-time jobs just so their group can go on the school trip together. To everyone, he's the perfect, selfless friend. But when a mysterious debt forces the group into the twisted Tomodachi game, a different Yuichi emerges. The friendly persona shatters, revealing a master of psychological manipulation. Yuichi's past is a masterclass in darkness. He was raised by 2 mentors, one who taught him the value of friends, and another, a con artist, who taught him how to be a monster and psychologically destroy people from the inside out. That simple student is actually a terrifying genius, who uses his dark past to dominate the game, viewing people as tools and friendship as a weapon, blurring the line between hero and anti-hero. So this is Yuichi Katagiri from Tomodachi Game, number 1. And taking our number 1 spot is Lelouch Lamperouge, a charming, brilliant, and somewhat lazy student at Ashford Academy. He's mostly known for skipping class to go hustle people at chess. He just seems like a privileged but bored teenager, living a peaceful life with his younger sister, but his entire identity is a lie. Lelouch Lamperouge is actually Lelouch V. Britannia, the exiled 11th prince of the Holy Britannian Empire. He was cast out as a child after his mother was assassinated and his sister was left crippled. His past isn't just dark, it's royal, tragic, and fueled by a white-hot desire for revenge against his own father. This all comes to a head when he gets the power of Gias and takes on another, even more secret identity, the masked terrorist Zero, leader of the rebellion known as the Black Knights. He orchestrates a full-scale war against the very empire his father rules, all while trying to keep up his disguise as a regular high school student. The sheer scale of his secret, from deposed prince to revolutionary leader, makes him the ultimate anime character who seems ordinary until his incredible past comes to light. So this is Lelouch v Britannia from Code Geass. And that's our list. From exiled princes to secret assassins, these characters prove that you can never, ever judge a book by its cover, especially not an anime. The quietest kid in class might just be the one planning to take over the world. Who did we miss? Which anime character's secret past totally shocked you? Let us know down in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more top 10 seconds and awesome anime content. And if you want more, go check out our video on the top 10 overpowered anime characters who pretend to be weak right over here. Until next time.